Hey YouTubers, it's Andrea René. Welcome to my channel, Andrea René Abroad, where I talk about Peace Corps, travel, and working abroad. I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you all about a topic that I think concerns a lot of us, especially us women. I'm going to be talking with you all about Peace Corps beauty tips today. How to make sure that you still feel good about yourself in an environment where it can often be a lot harder to take care of your personal care. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and walk you all through what a day in the life of a Peace Corps volunteer looks like as far as beauty products go. I was a person who bathed at nighttime, so when I would wake up in the morning, I would get dressed, and then every single part of my body that was exposed to sunlight, which was generally just my arms and my face, sometimes my feet if I was wearing that sandals that day, is I would first apply my sunscreen. So sunscreen is really important during Peace Corps, especially if you're serving in a country that is closer to the equator, as I did in Nicaragua. The sun truly is a lot hotter, and you will find that skin damage happens a lot faster. Peace Corps actually provides you with sunblock for free, so you do not need to buy, well, you can, buy your first bottle of sunscreen before you leave for Peace Corps, and then just make sure that you're constantly ordering more from the Peace Corps medical officer, the PCMO, during your service, and always have that handy. So at least in Peace Corps Nicaragua, the brand that they give you is called Veni Cream, and I've been told that's actually the brand of sunscreen that they hand out to chemo patients, so it's a very high SPF. The downside is it's really greasy, so I actually did not like to use that on my face. Sometimes I was able to special order a different brand of oil-free sunscreen from the PCMO, which I would only use for my face. But when I did come back on vacation, I really like this brand from Trader Joe's. It's just 15 SPF, and honestly I would prefer to use more than just 15 SPF on my face, but it was a good oil-free option for me. So I just bought like 3 bottles of these and used them throughout my service. For my face only, for the rest of my body, I used the Vani Cream. So after I would apply all my sunscreen, I would then get my mosquito repellent, and Peace Corps also provides your mosquito repellent for you. So I would apply this on top of the sunscreen, and that's pretty much the order you want to do it in, just because sunscreen is a lotion and mosquito repellent is a spray, so it's just easier to spray your mosquito repellent on top of the lotion. Obviously there's a lot of mosquitoes in a lot of the zones where Peace Corps serves, including Nicaragua, and I would still end up with a few mosquito bites here and there. But as far as skincare goes, you want to be thinking about your mosquito repellent, because inevitably you will itch at your mosquito bites, and I don't think I really ended up with any scars, but it was definitely, I had moments where I was like, oh man, I gotta stop itching at these because these are gonna scar. So those were the 2 things I started with. And then also in the morning, I would of course apply deodorant. Now, when I first got to Peace Corps, I had my American deodorant, and I found out pretty quickly that for whatever reason, American deodorant just didn't quite cut it in the hotter region of the world. So I started just using the local deodorant, which I would have had to end up using eventually anyways because I was going to run out of my American deodorant. But I started using the deodorant in Nicaragua. And then towards the end of my service, my boss was telling me about deodorant that has aluminum in it. And believe it or not, I'd never heard about this before and how bad it is to use deodorant that has aluminum in it. Unfortunately, I did go my entire service using deodorant that has aluminum in it. However, I came back from Peace Corps and my friend introduced me to this deodorant called Crystal. And so this brand of deodorant is really interesting because it's literally a crystal, and basically it's like a stone, and you just wet it under the faucet, and then you just rub it onto your armpits basically. It's odor-free completely. It's hypoallergenic, it's fragrance and paraben free. This is a small size actually, and I just picked it up at Whole Foods, but they do sell it in a larger size, which lasts about 6 months. So if you were to buy just 4 of those before you leave for Peace Corps, you would be set. On occasion, I did decide that I wanted to wear makeup. I personally didn't wear it every single day just because it was too much of a hassle and I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself. But on those special days where I did have like an event to go to or I wanted to look a little bit nicer, I really recommend getting just a little handheld pocket mirror. Like I said in one of my other videos that I'll link up above, it is really hard, at least in Nicaragua and I'm sure in other Peace Corps countries, to have access to mirrors. So if you're a person who, you foresee yourself wanting to have access to a mirror, I really recommend getting just a little handheld mirror so you can put on your makeup. I know it's not the same as having an enormous bathroom mirror with lighting and stuff, but it works. So that was pretty much my day-to-day beauty routine, just to make sure that I wouldn't get sunburned, wouldn't get too many mosquito bites, and that I wouldn't smell like BO. In the evenings, I would come home from the gym generally because there was only cold water, so I preferred to take my shower after going to the gym. I showered with a PC pipe. Like, I didn't have a shower head, it was just a PC pipe. Some of my friends in Peace Corps did have heated showers, but if you have a heated shower, it will be heated electrically. So there's no hot water tanks in Nicaragua, it's just heated electrically. If you do end up with one of those, just be careful, because if you hit your head on the shower head, like if you're really tall, you can actually kind of electrocute yourself, which is dangerous. So be careful if you end up with a hot shower. But let me just talk about the benefits of a cold shower really quickly. So I've shared with you all on this channel that my mom is from Guatemala, and to this day, and my mom has been in the United States for almost 30 years at this point, she still takes cold showers. She never got used to taking hot showers and never really wanted to take hot showers because she swears that taking cold showers is what has helped keep her skin so nice and young looking. Prior to Peace Corps, I was kind of doubtful. Well, I'm 25 years old, so I was starting to develop some fine lines. When I went to Peace Corps, I was taking cold showers all the time, and those lines went away. It was totally wild. It blew my mind. And then when I came home for Christmas break, I took hot showers when I was home, and the lines came back. And I could like feel my skin like folding back on itself. It was so weird. I was definitely convinced. So actually now I'm taking cold showers as well. Well, like cool showers, because obviously here in the United States, cold water setting is a lot colder than it is in Nicaragua. Anyways, cold showers are really great. So yes, I would joke around and call it my torture shower, especially in the rainy season, the winter time in Nicaragua. It was so cold and I had to just do it. If you're trying to make it a little bit better, maybe just work out before you shower like I did, and that definitely makes it better. But let me go ahead and get into my shower routine. So when I first got to Peace Corps, I did come with loofahs, and then I did happen to bring one pair of exfoliation gloves. And while the loofahs worked, I'm really glad that I brought the exfoliation gloves, just because it is so hot and so dusty in Nicaragua, and the sunscreen was so greasy that really the only way I ever felt clean was if I used exfoliation gloves. And I actually turned a few of my other Peace Corps friends onto this. These are really easy to find pretty much anywhere that they sell bath items, Target or your local grocery store that has a bath section. The great thing about this is they last way longer than a loofah does, and if you are washing clothes, whether in a washing machine or like I did during Peace Corps by hand, these are really easy to just scrub on the washing board and clean up. So I would use these for my showers. I also bought like one of those like long back scrubbers so that I could scrub my back really well, because again, it's really dusty. And then if you can also get one like a nail brush, because like, not trying to be gross or whatever, but like if you're wearing sandals, your feet are gonna get really grimy and you will want to give them a good scrub. So as far as shampoo and conditioner goes, in Nicaragua they do have botanicas, and that's just like a natural beauty place. They have like soaps and different stuff like that. I'm sure that's true of all Central America, if not all of the Latin American region. You will have access to a botanica, and so you can buy 100% natural shampoos and conditioners. So that's just what I did. That was my like basic routine for showering, but there was a few other things that I did to keep up with my, personal hygiene and just like personal beauty, if you will, during Peace Corps. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you all to the kitchen. We're gonna check out this skin remedy. So this is a really simple skin remedy. All you'll need, and you can find these ingredients pretty much, at least I found them in Nicaragua, hopefully you can find them in your Peace Corps country, is good old apple cider vinegar and 100% lime juice. So at least in Nicaragua, they have the Goya brand, which is just a Mexican brand, and they had both of these products. So all you need is a half teaspoon. So when I left for Peace Corps, I actually brought like a whole set of teaspoons just because in the United States, we use the imperial system of measurement, and in the rest of the world, of course, they use the metric system. So I wanted to have like some sort of measuring system that I was familiar with. So I just bought like a set of plastic teaspoons and tablespoons. So you'll need a half teaspoon, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a half teaspoon of each of these products. So right now I have the 100% lime juice. You can just stick it in whatever small dish that you have. And then you'll want to measure out your apple cider vinegar. Obviously, it doesn't really matter what order you mix these in. So you mix them all together. And you don't even need to like use a spoon. You can just kind of swish it around like this. Then you'll just want to take a cotton ball and you soak in all of the apple cider vinegar and lime juice. And you just rub it on your face like so. It might sting a little bit, but it feels really refreshing otherwise. Basically, just the mix of the apple cider vinegar and the 100% lime juice causes parts of your skin that are darker to lighten. So yeah, super simple beauty trick that you can use during Peace Corps. Okay, so we're back in my kitchen nook. And there's just one more product that I want to share with you all about before I end this video. And it is called Ambi Fade Cream. This cream you can pretty much find at your grocery store or your local pharmacy. And you just basically put it on the spot that is darker. But I think those are all of the beauty tips I have. That is my beauty regimen for Peace Corps that I use. I totally stand by it. Take care of yourself during Peace Corps, apply that sunscreen, apply that mosquito repellent, maybe even use a few of the hacks that I shared with you, but take care of yourself. All right, y'all, until next week.